Hi there, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is your full moon reading. Now, of course, right, the full moon is the highest peak of energy output, right? So the moon cycle being one of manifestation, we can kind of see the full moon being a point of clarity, a point of culmination, of fruition in some capacity that regards the intentions that we set. Now, the moon cycle can kind of be seen in two ways. One is macro and one is micro. So the micro moon cycle that occurs is monthly, right? Starting with the new moon at the very sort of tail end of the previous month or beginning of this month. For us, it was, for this month, it was, I believe, on the 26th or 27th of March. So nonetheless, right, the new moon leading to the full moon, both within about a month's range. So that's one micro cycle of manifestation. Okay. Then you have, though, the macro cycle of manifestation, which takes place in 6-month intervals. So, and the way we see that is, right, every new moon in a certain sign corresponds to a full moon in the same sign. And they're always going to be 6 months apart. So when you think of it in that way, right, you got to think back 6 months prior to now, what kind of intentions you were focusing intently on, right, setting into motion. As it was around that time, right, the new moon in Libra, that corresponds with this full moon in Libra. So whatever was kind of happening since 6 months prior to now, you may be seeing is coming to fruition in some capacity today. Okay, so let's see. Yes, it's a lovely time to take stock, right? To really assess, right? Take a step back and think, how am I exerting my fire energy? Right? Because the full moon is associated with the fire element. That being, right, tied to our creative reserves, our self-will, right? And so fire energy, just like any other element, has a conducive, positive manifestation and one that is maybe not so helpful, right? Fire being tied to anger, rage, but also to manifestation, right? The spark of life, creativity, inspiration, confidence, courage. So it's a beautiful time, right, to take note of how is this energy within myself coming out. And we all have fire, right? We all have fire, some of us more so than others, depending on the elements in your chart, your astrology chart. But regardless, right, we're all magicians at the end of the day. Right? And the Magician card reminds us of that it's that alchemical balance between all of the elements of our being in whatever propensity, right, we have them, right? It's that art of working with every sort of chemical, right, that comprises us to create further. So cycles of manifestation within cycles of manifestation. And again, right, it's taking stock, right, of that fire element that we're working with. How are we wielding that wand? And so I hope that this reading sheds some light on that for you guys, and we will begin. Hi there, Libra. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is your full moon reading. Let us see what energies we have for you here. Whoa. Sen of Swords, horizontally laid, with the World overlaying the 7 of Wands, overlaying Death in reverse, overlaying the 4 of Wands in upright. Right in the corner, the apex of the reading. Okay. 10 of Cups. Whoa, lots of emotion here, lots of emotion, closing out of a cycle, Something has reached capacity. We have come to a greater realization even of our emotions. We have come to terms with even our creative propensities. Okay, so we're feeling comfortable within our sort of place as creator, as one who is sentimental, one who is emotionally in tune, even, right? With ourselves and those around us. So I'm feeling that I believe you got the world, Libra. I almost said Taurus. If you know a Taurus, if you have a Taurus ascendant, rising, or moon sign, you may want to check that video out as well. But I believe, Libra, that you got the world in your mid-April reading, all right? But whatever this closing out of a cycle pertains to is a transportation into a new world for you. Okay, and it will ultimately bring you a sense of reinvigoration, of passion, drive, purpose even, right? It's like that aha moment of, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm passionate about, right? This is how I want to see myself in the world. This is what I want to create for the world even. And there's a surrendering to that, right? It's like the end of the cycle of thinking, what do I want to do? What is the path? What do I want to create? How do I see myself in the world? That has come full circle, absolutely. Okay? It's a joyousness. I feel that. And I feel that you're gaining clarity, right? With what it is, the light, right? You're gaining clarity with even the world that you want to live in, what that looks like. And what you got to do, what you personally as an individual need to do to get there, okay, or to create that world for yourself. But whatever this world is, I will say this, it requires of you, right, or perhaps it required of you to open your mind, right, really think, open your mind, what do I want to create? And I feel it's so different from anything that you've ever done before. So it will require of you to surrender to the old ways of thinking and doing and acting. And the more that you rework that framework of thinking, the brighter this light, this flame is going to burn, okay? Son of Swords, coming in horizontally. Interesting, very interesting. Let's get a few more cards for you here on this. Pull that, okay. At the base, Mother of Wands, oh my goodness, overlaying the Magician, upright, overlaying the Lovers. Okay, there is a free flight, a desire for creation manifestation. There's a preparation even that has been underway for you. Perhaps that regards a partnership, absolutely. Two people coming together and creating something, okay? But there's this focus on you as an individual, absolutely, you as an individual, above and beyond all, okay? And we're seeing the Son of Swords and the Five of Swords, both Swords cards, okay, and you are Libra, air sign, kind of perpendicular, okay, in the way that they popped out. And in the bottom right-hand corner. So, Mother of Cups as well popped out, which is the opposite of this air energy. So, where we take an intuitive approach, right? And that which regards more of the ethereal, creative, right? Again, open-minded kind of, in a way, right? It's different. Water and air are different, right? But in the way that they approach things. But one that is, right, more meditative even, versus one that is more logical, more rational. You may require some sort of legal, there may be a legal parameter to whatever this new beginning is for you that you haven't yet tackled yet, that you haven't yet looked into. Okay, the strategy. What I feel is presiding for you is the intuitive interpretation of whatever this new beginning is. Okay, and dabbling in that. But I feel eventually, right, the technical strategy that will go into play as it regards this new beginning is going to come next. Okay, and that may be something that you'll look into in time. Okay, but right now I feel you're reveling in this beautiful energy, right? That is like you're feeling the change that you want to make. Okay, you're being inspired, so inspired. You have so much inspiration, Libra. Creative inspiration, your vision. You have such a strong vision for what you want to create. And you're embodying whatever this feeling is. Okay, so revel in that, absolutely. But I will say, right, there is an element of your environment that is not quite set into motion, that is somewhat impending. And in the mid-April reading for you, there was that feeling as well, right? This feeling of pending, but nonetheless, being totally ready to embark upon this new path, okay? So, thank you so much, Libra, for tuning in. I hope this reading was helpful for you. Enjoy the full moon, and I will see you guys soon.